hello everyone. We're going to focus on some strength training for today. So I hope everybody's doing well. We're going to begin first with our warm-up. So working dynamically, we're going to begin with 10 squats. Okay, so we're going to bring the hips back, the arms out in front. We're just squatting down just to bring the butt back and the arms forward for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep going, keeping the feet planted hip width apart. So 2 more, 9, and 10. All right, good job, guys. So standing up nice and tall, we're going to focus on the 3-way leg swing. So forward and back, starting on the left side. So bring that leg up and back, keeping the knee straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, same side, we're going to cross it over. So pendulum swings in the front for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, bringing the knee up, we're going to open that hip to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, changing to the other side, big lift up. Working on that balance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, crossing it over and opening the leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we'll bring the knee up. We're going to open the knee to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good job, guys. So let's bring the feet nice and wide. We're going to move side to side. Now remember, if you can't go this low, that's fine. You can just shift side to side. So you're just opening up the inside thighs. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then walking it over, we're going to open up by rotating to the one side and to the other side for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Okay, bring it back to center, just walking those feet in. And we're going to rotate around the core, opening up those arms for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Standing up nice and tall, we're going to do the quadricep stretch. So bringing the heel towards the glute, and then you're just going to trade sides each time, not holding for too long. If you begin to hold for too long, then we're focusing more on a static stretch, not a dynamic warm-up. Now, if you need to, you can put your hand against the wall or onto a chair, side to side, and then do the stretch. Okay, if you can't reach all the way to the back, you can also just bend the knee, bringing the heel back towards the glute, stretching the front of the leg, side to side. You'll probably feel a little bit of tightness here in the hamstring as you pull up because you're contracting that muscle back there. All right, and then we'll bring the right leg behind. We're going to pump that heel up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we'll change sides. pushing that heel to the floor, big lift up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good job, guys. Okay, so just around the core, nice big stretching those arms, warming up the midsection, getting those arms in there. Couple more. All right. All right, so let's come on back to center. Big pull front to back. Open the arms. You want to squeeze into the back. Reaching in front, opening up the back. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then circling forward, big circle. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and change directions. Big lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then a big vertical stretch up, reaching towards the sky. Big lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we'll rotate the elbows out to begin. And then bring them in. Okay. And then we'll rotate the wrists. And in the other direction, since we're going to be gripping those dumbbells today, we want to make sure that we get those wrists in there and maybe the fingertips up and down. Okay, then there'll be some shoulder rolls back. And forward. All right. Okay, guys, so we're going to get ready. Let's grab our dumbbells. So we're going to begin first with the push-up. So I'm going to show you a couple variations of push-up that you can do. So you can begin with the box push if you like. So the box push is basically the tabletop if you know yoga terms. And then when you're pushing on, I don't necessarily like putting my hands on the mat because you always have to go just a little bit wider than the shoulder width stance, but maybe you need to put the knees on the mat. So bringing the hands shoulder width apart, and then knees are underneath the hips. You're going to press up and down, okay? Or you can do the knees on the mat, but you make sure that you have to lower the hips down for this one. And again, bringing the hands slightly wider than shoulder width. You want to push up and down. So that's your level number 2. And then level number 3, which makes it a little bit more difficult, is knees off the floor. Hands are, again, shoulder width apart, and you're pushing up and down just like that. Now, you can also do the push-up from the wall, too. If you're going to do your push-up from the wall, you want to make sure that the feet are angled out and away from the wall. You want to make sure that the butt stays tucked down, so you don't want the butt to stick out. And then you're going to bring the hands slightly wider than shoulder width, and then it's just pushing straight up and down. Okay, so at my pace, I will count the repetitions. We're going to aim for 12 reps. So let's get into the best position, and then we'll go from there. All right. Okay, so starting off in whatever position that you want to do, and we'll go with my count. So let's get ready for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 1, and 2. All right, so let's rest. We're gonna take 30 seconds rest. Grab yourself a drink, maybe shaking it out, maybe rotating the elbows a little bit, and then integrating some rotations in the wrists. And don't forget to go in the other direction as well. Maybe opening up the chest a little bit. All right. Okay, 15 more seconds, and then we'll get into the push-up position. I'll demo the one also from the knees as well. So just making sure when you're in that knee position, you have to keep those hips down. All right, so it's getting ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 1, and 2. All right, that's 12 reps and 2 sets. So again, stretching that out, maybe a little bit of dynamic movement. You can also do the elbow rotations. Don't forget to do both directions and the wrist rotations, in and out, or around and round, pointing down, pointing up. Okay, moving along. So grab yourselves a quick drink. The next one we're going to do is going to be a bird dog movement. And we're going to be doing, we're going to be laying on your back. So with this one, you probably want to go with the lightest weights that you have, maybe 3 pounds or 5 pounds. So I'm going to demonstrate first what we're going to do, because you really have to think about the coordination of this movement. It's going to be requiring opposite arm and leg movements. So you're going to keep the knees bent at 90 degrees. The arms are extended right over top of the shoulders. And you're going to do an opposite leg to arm lift and extend. You bring everything back to center, and then the opposite arm and leg go together into extension. Okay, so just finding the right weight that's going to work good for you. We're going to do 12 repetitions, and we'll work at my count. So abs are nice and tight. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so don't forget to alternate, 6, so we're just at the halfway mark. We're doing 12 on each side, 7, 8, 9, maintaining your pelvic tilt, that means the lower back connects with the floor. This is 10. 2 more on each side. Let's keep that up nice and strong. 1, 2, and don't forget to do that other side. And we'll make it 12 there. Okay, so let's hug the knees in, stretching the lower back, Maybe rocking a little bit side to side. Okay, so resting for 30 seconds, so it's a good time to grab a drink, maybe just do a little bit of rotation in the core while we're resting, side to side. Five seconds, we're gonna get back to it. All right, so again, following on my count, let's get into position. So opposite arm and leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's our halfway mark. 7, 8, 9, almost there, guys. Let's keep that up. 10, 11, and we're going to do one more on each side. All right, let's bring it back to center. Okay, so let's rest up, guys. Grab yourselves a drink, just maybe incorporate a little bit of rotation side to side, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. Okay, so next up, we're going to do some laying on the mat. We're going to do something called a dumbbell pullover. Okay. So this one we're working through the arms, a little bit of a similar arm movement than what we just did. Now, there's definitely a couple different options here that you can do. You can use a lighter weight and go with a double arm pullover. So you'd be laying on the floor and then the arms pull over, back to the chest. Okay, so using 2 arms to do the movement. All right, now you can also do one dumbbell where you take it on either end, just like this. And we're gonna pull slowly lower down, just over top of the crown of the head, and then a nice big pull up. So just keeping my pelvic tilt here in the lower abs. My lower back is connected with the floor. I'm reaching over the head and gently pulling back. Now, if you're doing a double arm pull like this one, you would definitely can use a little bit of a heavier dumbbell. But if you're using the 2 arms single, then you go with a little bit lighter on each arm. Okay, so we're going to aim for 15 reps. So let's grab our weights, pick our style, and we'll go with my count. So extending over the head, big pull up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathing out 6, aiming for 15, 7, 8, 9, 10, let's aim for 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, big squeeze, and 5. Okay, good job, guys. So let's rest for 30 seconds. Now, just remember that when you're doing this one, and you're doing that pull over, you still want to have control in that movement that when you bring it over the head. So make sure you only go as far as you can control that movement. And when you begin to pull the arms back, you really want to think about squeezing through the sides of the body here, because your lat muscles do attach down in here into the ribs, and those are the muscles that we're trying to work. So they're connected to as part of the back muscles. And then you also want to think about squeezing the abs, like you want to work the abs. As you're pulling that dumbbell over, you want to think about contracting through those muscles. Okay, so let's go for another round of those. So laying on the back, extending the arms overhead, big lift up, 1, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, breathing out, 7, 8, aiming for 15, 9, 10, let's go for 5 more, big squeeze, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay, so that was 15 reps. So we're going to take a break. So you got 30 seconds of rest there. Let's grab a quick drink, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. Okay, so moving along, as you guys are resting, I'm going to talk about the next exercise. We're going to focus on the lower body. So we have lunges coming up next. So we're going to use 2 dumbbells, or you can choose to use 1. Now, if you use 2 dumbbells, you're going to hold the dumbbells on either sides like this. And if you're going to use 1, you're going to hold it at the chest. So what you're going to do here is we're going to step forward into that lunge position. So when we do this position, we want to make sure that the back heel stays off the floor, and we're sinking into both knees at the same time. All right, now it's important to realize, make sure your shoes are done up nice and tight, because I never have them done up tight, so they always slip off my heels. So you want to think about keeping the heel off the floor here, but as you're doing this exercise, you're keeping the back up nice and straight, and you're bending through both knees at the same time. So don't rest the heel back each time as you lift up. You want to keep the heel off the floor the entire exercise. Okay, so let's find the best weight. So we're going to go with either 2 on the side or 1 at the chest. All right, so we're going to go with my count. And again, too, if you have some balance issues, you can always put your hand on the wall. So lowering down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's aim for 2 more on this side. 1 and 2. Okay, so changing feet. Bring that back foot, bring the other foot back, keeping the back up nice and tall, lowering down, pushing through the heel of the front foot. The heel of the front foot. Okay, try not to transfer your body weight into the toes of your front foot. That can put a lot of tension here in your knee. Okay, I think that was about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more on this one, 1 and 2. Okay, good, shake it out guys, and then put your weights down, grab a quick drink. We're gonna rest for 30 seconds, and then we're gonna go back to the next, the second set. Okay, 10 seconds, so get your weights, get in position. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, let's switch feet. So get that foot back there, changing sides, down nice and low. 1, 2, bending in both knees. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 1 and 2. All right, good job guys. Shake that out. That was set number 2. So we're going to focus on the posterior part of the body next. So we're going to focus on the hamstrings and glutes. So what I suggest then on this one is if your mat has a bit of a lip on it, I suggest that you rest your butt right at the edge of that lip. And then we're bringing the arms out to the sides. And we're going to lift the hips up, and we're going to do bridge walk out and in. So you're just doing one alternating side to side. You walk out, and then you walk in with the heels of the feet. You can also do it flat-footed. You can walk in, walk out. Okay, so it's a key here to keep the hips up, keep the abs contracted, and then focusing on the hamstrings. So big lift up. We're going to aim for 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Check your hips, make sure they're up. 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. Last one. Good, and rest. All right, good job, guys. So take a rest, grab a drink. On the next one, you can choose to hold a weight at the hip if you like, if you want something a little bit more challenging, or you can rest the palms together over top of the chest, and then we just tuck the chin in a little bit towards the top of the chest. So you'll feel just a little bit more unstable in this position. You don't have to, you can also keep the arms at the sides. Okay, so let's find the best position. Let's experiment a little. So lifting those hips up, drawing the palms together. 1, 2, 3. Make sure to breathe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and rest. All right, hug those knees in. Let's massage that back a little bit, rolling side to side. Maybe grab a drink, take a break, and then we're gonna change it up. Okay. Okay, so up next, we're gonna work on a front raise, side raise combo. So now we're working out the shoulders. All right, so, pick a weight that's gonna be suitable for this movement. We're gonna do front raise and a side raise movement. So, 3s, 5s, 8s, anywhere in there, depending on who you are and your strength and your mobility of the shoulder. So just play with your weight, make the adjustments as necessary. And we're going to aim for 15 reps. So get ready, knees are bent, abs are tight. Okay, here we go. So 1, breathing out, 2, breathing out, 3, 4, breathing out as you lift, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and rest. Okay, good job, guys. So let's grab a quick drink. I'm going to time your rest for 30 seconds. All right. Okay, so maybe a little bit of elbow rotations. Don't forget to do the other direction. It's working out the arms a little bit. Rotations through the wrists. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to that one. Knees are bent, abs are tight. Big lift forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, halfway, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then one more each. Good, and rest. All right, guys. Nice work. Okay, so let's grab a quick drink, rest up, maybe do some of those stretches I just showed you. And then we're going to move into some one-arm kneeling, or seated curls. One-arm kneeling or seated curl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 2 variations of that. Okay, so the kneeling variation. So this is one arm. So you have the back foot is kneeling, the front foot is forward. We're going to take the elbow rested on the inside of the leg, and we're going to curl the arm up and down. Okay, so when I'm in that kneeling position here, my body is rotated away from the working arm. So away, so my body's rotated. In this instance, my left arm is working, And my body is slightly rotated through the core to the right side direction. Okay, so if you're not into doing the kneeling part, you can do seated. You can do seated, one arm. So you're just going to open the legs wider than hip width apart. Rest the elbow on the inside of the leg. Same movement. Arm comes up and down. Okay. So let's find the best position that works for you. I'll count us our 12 repetitions. So let's get ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more on this side, 1 and 2. Okay, change sides. So nice big lift up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more, and 12. Okay, good. So let's rest up. Maybe big stretch up, reaching side to side. Bring the arms down, interlock the fingers together, draw the palms together, open the chest, lengthen the arms behind you. Maybe lengthen the arms in front of you. Good, and rest. Okay, so a few more seconds. We'll do one more. And again, focusing on that, on the 12 repetition range. Adjust your weights accordingly. If you need to go lighter, grab some lighter ones. If you need to go heavier, grab those heavier ones. Okay, so here we go. Nice big lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, halfway, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so we're going to change it over. So nice big lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more on this one, big lift up, 1 and 2. All right, okay, good job guys. Let's rest up, grab a drink. Good job on that set. Okay, so we're gonna move on to double arm, double arm. Oh, this one's called skull crushers. It's such a morbid name. I like to usually call it tricep extensions. Okay. All right, so that one definitely has a couple different names. Dumbbell tricep extensions, skull crushers, whatever you desire. Okay, so for this one, we're going to do 2 arms at the same time. All right, so it's your option to use 2 dumbbells or 1 dumbbell. Now, if you're going to use 1 dumbbell, you grip it on either ends just like this. You're going to lay flat on the back, Bending the elbows, bringing it just off the top of the forehead, not touching the forehead though. And don't, you know, like hit your head when you lower that dumbbell down. So still literally just off the top of the head, but not directly, if you know what I mean. Okay, so if you're going to use double arm, you're going to use 2 dumbbells, probably a little bit on the lighter side in comparison to the double, the 1 dumbbell double arm lift. So setting the dumbbells right just at shoulder height, so you don't want them over here. You want them exactly over top of the shoulders. And then we're going to lower them down with control and then pushing straight up again. So big lift up. Okay, so let's find the best one that works for you. And we're going to do 12 repetitions. So let's get ready. Lowering down, big lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 1, and 2. Okay, so let's rest up. Okay, so grab a quick drink. I'll time you for 30 seconds rest, and then we'll get right back to it. Okay, so 10 seconds. Adjust the weights accordingly. All right, so here we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 1, and 2. All right. Okay, so good job, guys. Let's grab a quick drink, rest up. Nice work on the arms. Okay, so getting down to the end here, we're going to do some core next. So the first exercise we're going to do some resting on the forearms, double leg bicycle curl. If you know what bicycles are, the abs, we're going to do double leg bicycle. So resting first on the forearms, just like this. The chest stays up. We're going to bring the legs together, and we're going to do the bicycle movement with the legs. Okay, so we're going to aim for 12 to 15 reps. Let's see how we do. So nice big lift up, getting in position, breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, big lift out, and 15. All right, so let's rest. Let's bring the arms overhead, point those toes, arch that back a little bit, big stretch through the core. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. All right, so bring the arms back up. All right, so a few more seconds, we're gonna do another set. And my forearms are rested on the floor, supporting my upper back. Getting ready. Okay, here we go. Big push out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. All right, good job, guys. Let's rest up. We're going to move on to some one-legged glute lifts next. So we're going to come into tabletop position. Okay, so tabletop, bringing the palms right underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to do one-legged glute lifts. Okay, so you want to think about keeping the knee bent at 90 degrees when you lift up. And when you lift up, just make sure that you're not doing this movement. That's not the correct movement. You want to keep the knee bent at 90 degrees, and you want to push straight up and down. Okay, so abs are nice and tight. We're going to do alternating side to side. We're going to do 12 of them for each side. All right, so let's get ready. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, squeeze that butt. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 2 more in each side. 1, 2, and rest. Okay, so rounding the back, tucking your tail underneath, lowering the head, and maybe just dropping the belly down, lifting the chin and tail, taking a break, and then we're going to do one more set, and then we'll cool it down for today. So we'll start in 5 seconds. Okay. So knees underneath the hips, palms underneath the shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide, and then nice big lift up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost there, guys. Keep it going. 11, 1 more each side. Good, and rest. Okay, good job, guys. Nice work today. So we're going to move into some stretching next. So we're going to stay on the mat. And we'll begin first with laying on your side, extending the arm out. We're going to bring the heel towards the glute. So resting the top hip here over top of the bottom hip. As you draw the heel in towards the glute, you just want to think about breathing, not holding the breath. Okay. Now, before we change sides on that one, we're just going to come to laying on the back. You're going to extend that same leg up, stretching out the hamstring, drawing the big toe in towards the shin, stretching out your calf. So just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath here. Good. Okay, so now roll over and we'll change sides. So we're going to stretch the quadricep first. So drawing the heel in towards the glute, stretching out the front of the quad. And then just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath, of course. And then release. Okay, so coming onto the back, we're going to extend that leg up towards the sky. Same side, you're stretching the hamstring, drawing the big toe in towards the shin, getting the calf muscle. All right, so let's release that. Draw the soles of the feet together. So opening up the knees, relax the hip joints, focusing on the inside thighs. And then we'll bring the arms out to shoulder height, draw the knees back to the center, lower the knees to the one side, turn the head to the other. And then we'll gently roll it over to the other side. So stretching it out. And then coming back to center, let's bring the arms back overhead, point your toes, take a big full body stretch. And then we'll draw everything together, hug it in. And then just rock yourself side to side, massaging the back. So tipping over, stretching out the upper body. So come into a comfortable seated position, and we'll draw the fingers together, pressing all the way up towards the sky. Maybe reach to the left and to the right. And then lowering the right arm down, we're going to stretch the tricep muscle. And reach, and then to the left side, stretching the left tricep muscle. And bringing the arms down. Connect the palms together. So just to have a look at my palms, bring your palms right together, fingertips are clasped. And then we'll just roll it in, opening up the back. Good, and then a little bit of the elbows. We did some of those push-ups today. We did a lot of being like on the palms and arms type of exercises. And in the other direction. And then again with the wrists. And in the other direction. All right, okay guys, nice work today. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.